Hello again, and welcome to the 7 p.m. local time appointment, as usual. Hope you're fine. I'm still dealing with Unit 4 life issues. Mm, Yesterday we talked about smoking. Just to remind you, let's start with a recall on that. We said why people smoke, or why people keep smoking. Why do people keep smoking? Good. So people smoke for many reasons. Among these reasons is the fact of the fact that they like to impress others, to look tough and hard in front of the others, to show they think that it's a sign of manhood, sign of being strong and all that stuff, But others just smoke to imitate, or just out of curiosity they try to imitate friends. Other reasons include the fact of we said impressing, just to swagger, to brag about that, to show off, to say, oh, look at me, I'm smoking. For girls to look sometimes provocative, to look tony, as we said. So these are the main reasons why people smoke, or just we said it's out of curiosity, or imitation, aping, doing like others do. I see them smoking, so I do the same. So these are the main reasons. And said that how can we quit smoking? Say to quit to kick the habit, to give up smoking. So you need to be armed with many tools, psychological tools. You need the desire, yeah, to try to keep away from smoking. We said strong will, yeah. I said a strong desire to crush that craving. And there are other ways, other things you can do. You can try patches, gums, and you can seek help from experts to help you get rid of that bad habit, of that filthy habit. And also we said that because of smoking, we'll be having smelly clothes. We'll have early wrinkles on your face. You look older. You look bad. Your mouth will smell of rotten frog. And okay, you'll be wasting your money, your energy, your health. You will die younger, as we said, and will catch many diseases, many deadly diseases. That's why I personally advise you to keep away from cigarettes, that deadly poison. All right, so that was a recap on what we saw yesterday. And I've given you also a set of tasks and asked you to download them. If you haven't downloaded them, please do that now. I gave you the link, yeah, on YouTube. I gave you a link to follow, yeah. So take those papers if you have them in front of you, or try to get access to those documents while you're doing. Yes, I keep talking, I keep bothering you for a while. Yeah, are you ready? Have you taken these papers? Okay. So if you're ready, I'm going to read. So I'm going to use my computer, my laptop. Yeah. And then I'm going to start correction. So you have the paper. Number 1, a recall test. Complete the unfinished words. Each word dot stands for one letter, we said. Each dot stands for one letter. Number 1. Okay, the sentence, you have the sentence in front of you. Abraham and his, you have is, and some dots. Offsprings were in power in those times. So Abraham and his, we said is, and then we have 3 dots. Yeah. Offsprings were in power in those times. So what is the word that you have to complete? How many letters? The letters are S-U-E, issue. The issue, offsprings. Offspring means kids and children. So Abraham and his issue offspring, that means his descendants. those who belong to Abraham's family, were in power in those times. So the first word is issue. So issue might mean a problem, a topic. It might also mean descendants of, being members of a family. Then B, who was to be chosen? Who was to be chosen as the leader of the resistance movement was the of B-O-N-E, B-O two dots, B-O two dots, I gave you the answer, of the, and they have a word starting with C-O-N-T-E, C-O-N-T-E, and then you had 4 dots. Good. 2 dots. The bone of the contention. The bone of the contention. All right. Who was to be chosen as the leader of the resistance movement was the bone of the contention. That means the source of the trouble, the source of the disagreement. As a second sentence, the third one is a word with L and I. L and I. Good. Means lasting, constant, and permanent. The word is lifelong. Lifelong, something. So lifelong is an adjective, which means lasting, constant, and permanent. All right. Now we move to D. I try to be a bit quick so that you don't waste time. A C-U-P. A C-U-P, and I have 3 dots, of grapes is considered as a P-O-R-T. P-O-R-T. And then you add I-O-N as a portion. So a cupful of grapes, I repeat, C-U-P, and you add F-U-L, the suffix for. Of grapes is considered as a portion. A portion of peas, and you have the word R-E. Then you need other letters, 4 letters to complete the word. A portion of peas, you have 5 letters rather, 5 letters. Requires, Q-U-I-R-E-S, 5 letters, requires 3 tablespoons. 3 tablespoons. I repeat, a cupful of grapes is considered as a portion, and a portion of peas requires 3 tablespoons. Are you with me? Yeah? Yeah, this reminds me of the song, Are You With Me? It's a very nice song, yeah? We move to E now. We say and we have N-U-T. We have a nutritious meal. R-I-T-O-U-S. Nutritious. To mean it is healthy. So nutritious meal is a healthy meal, full of vitamins. But nutritional information. Nutritious meal. Nutritional information, which means it relates to the nutrition process. Good. So nutritional, we saw this yesterday and we explained the difference. Still, if you don't understand, if you haven't attended yesterday's lesson, we explained the difference between nutritious and nutritional. Nutritional means related to nutrition, anything related to nutrition, but nutrition means healthy, full of vitamins. Yeah? Good. Smokers, F, find it hard to have Q and 3 letters. Smokers find it hard to quit because of the, and I have A-double-D, because of the addictive nature of tobacco. A-double-D, so we add I-C-T-I-V-E, you get addictive, the adjective out of addict. Something that causes people to be addicted is addictive. An addictive. Good. So, addictive nature of tobacco. Now, G. Word started with Q, and U. And then you add 5 other letters or 6 other letters. Yeah, depends on dots. Yeah, it's quitting, quitting. So you add I, double T, I-N-G. I double T, I-N-G. Quitting, smoking. And then the word starts in S-N-A. Say, dot, money. Quitting smoking, saves money. That's the word. That's it. Saves money. Then a word starting with C. It's a 4-letter word starting in C. Cuts the risk. Cuts the risk of catching. And another word that starts with D-E-A. D-E-A, you add 3 letters and you get deadly. You get deadly diseases. The risk of catching deadly diseases makes your, and word with B-R, makes your breath smell better, and takes your maddening cough away, I repeat, so quitting smoking saves money, cuts the risk of catching deadly diseases, makes your breath smell better, and takes your maddening cough away. Okay, now H. The habit is so we're starting in K and I. K-I, then we have 4 dots, or 5 dots. The habit is T-O, then 3 dots. So kicking the habit, stabbing out, kicking the habit is it an easy job? No, it is not, absolutely. So it is a tough job, T-O-U-G-H, to be done. Great. Are you following? Yeah, I hope so. Good. Now we move to L. When you feel, and a word with T-E, when you feel on your nerves, so you feel tense. That's it. You add N-S-E and have strong, C-R-A, a word with C-R-A. For the cigarette, you have to have desire or cravings. Good, cravings, V-I-N-G-S. I mean strong desire. Cravings for cigarette. Try to, a word with key A, and you add another 2 letters. 2 more letters, 2 other letters. Yeah, to keep yourself, E-N-P, keep yourself busy. Last sentence, J. Feeling hungry is sometimes M-I-S, and you add 5 letters, is sometimes mistaken for the desire to smoke, is sometimes mistaken for desire to smoke. Great. So that was a recall test, kind of recall test, to recall on what we saw yesterday. And let's move to more consolidating tasks or consolidation tests. Alright, so number 2, it says put the words in brackets into the right tense or form. Put the words into the right tense or form. Let's read that. When someone's lungs are exposed to flu or other infections, the adverse, and we have in brackets to affect. So the adverse effect, the noun from affect is effect, E-F-F-E-C-T-S, and make sure you use the plural form. The effects of smoking or vaping are much more serious. You see why we need to use the plural form? Because later on we have are much more serious than among people who do not smoke or vape. Smoking, and we have the word associate with increased development of acute, and we have respire distress syndrome, which is ARDS, in people with a risk factor like severe infection. Good. So, did you guess the words? Did you get them? Here they are. Smoking is associated with increased development of acute from respire. Respire is the verb, the adjective respiratory distress syndrome or ARDS in people with a risk factor like severe infection, non-pulmonary sepsis, I mean blood infection, or blunt trauma. People who have any nicotine or metabolite of nicotine in their bodies, even at the low levels associated with second-hand smoke, have the word substantial, increased risk. Increased is a past participle. If you have a past participle, the word that comes before should be an adverb form. So substantial is the adjective, we turn it into an adverb and we get substantially. All the adjectives ending in L take another L and we add Y, so they end in double L and Y because they end in L. Yeah, substantially increased risk. Substantially increased risk of acute breathing and have fail. Breathing or respiratory failure. Noun from fail. L-U-R-E. So breathing is an adjective, and the adjective is used to describe a noun, to qualify a noun, and the noun from fail is failure. And that's how it goes from ARDS. Now, the, and I have verb prove. The proof is then there. Okay, so what is missing? What part of speech is missing is the noun form. You've guessed right. So the noun form out of proof is proof. The evidence or the proof, it's P-R-O-O-F. P-R-O-O-F. The proof is then there. A cigarette impair lungs' ability to fight off infections. Is it alright so far? Hope so. Now, a study of 30 healthy, but not smoke, healthy people who don't smoke are non-smokers. Non-smokers. A study of 30 healthy non-smokers exposed to e-cigarette aerosol found decreased cough sensitivity. If human ciliary dysfunction is also, we said, negative and affected. What did we say before? We said when you have a past participle and an adjective before that past participle, you need to turn it into the adverb form, and we get negatively. You add L and Y, just one L and Y. Negatively affected, as suggested by animal and cellular studies. The combination of reduced coughing and impaired mucociliary, and we have the word clear. That's clear. We need the noun form. We need a noun form. The noun form out of clear is clearance. So you add I-N-C-E, clearance. May predispose users to increased rates of pneumonia. Full stop. I have in brackets expose. That starts with expose, so we need a noun form. Choose it as a subject. Exposure. It ends in S-U-R-E. To e-cigarettes may also broadly suppress important capacities of the innate immune system. Is that clear? If not, you can send questions about that, and I give you the right answers. Clear? Let's move now to a blank filling task. Fill in the blanks with words from the box. I hope you've tried this at home beforehand. Now it's time for correction. Yeah? Good. I correct. Listen. The words are given to underline over, outbreak, among, for, pegged, while, rate and share. Okay, so here we are. Let's correct first. I need to check my documents. Here they are. The death toll from the novel coronavirus outbreak. So the first word is outbreak. Outbreak is known from to break out, the start of evil things. And corona is something evil, of course. So the outbreak of that coronavirus, cursed coronavirus. So death toll from the novel coronavirus outbreak has now stopped 85,000 people. But while cases have spread to at least 69 countries beyond China, but while cases have spread to at least 69 countries beyond China, the vast majority of those deaths have been in mainland China. That's not surprising to some extent, given that the virus causing the respiratory illness COVID-19 originated in China, and given the nation's high population density, among other factors. So there are many factors. One of these factors is that population density, so among other factors. But there may be another underlying cause, and be another underlying cause, something that is not clear, that is hidden behind the severity of symptoms and number of coronavirus deaths in China. The country's high smoking rate among men. So we need to put the word rate here. The sky high smoking rate among men. More than 52% of Chinese males aged 15 and more than 15 and over are regularly smokers, compared with just 2.7% of females, according to the World Health Organization, WHO. There are more than 300 million smokers in the country, which accounts, I skipped a line, which accounts, what preposition do we use to account? Yes, in most cases it is for, which accounts for, which explains 40% of total worldwide tobacco consumption. Chinese men make up a disproportionate of coronavirus, I have a word here, disproportionate share of coronavirus infections and deaths. According to several recent studies, one report found that nearly 60% of examined cases occurred in men. Others have the number at anywhere between the mid. Have pegged the number at anywhere between the mid to high 50s. The median age of patients ranges from about 47 years to 56 years. Clear? So that's it, we've dealt with that. Again, if you need further explanation, if things are not clear, just send me a message and I'll be replying soon. Yeah? Good. The fourth task is a guided writing, yeah? Remember, we dealt lesson 1 with how to amend broken sentences. I mean, dehaled sentences. We have slashes, and we need to add word at each slash to make of it meaningful sentence and a meaningful text, short text. The second guided writing was developing a text out of notes. Yeah, and we talked about vitamin C. Now we are going to move to a third type of guided writing. I'm providing you here with a pie chart, and out of a pie chart you are going to write short text, 4 to 5 line text. Good, the instructions are the following. Use the notes on pie chart above to write a 4-line text about the measures taken by the UK government to reduce deaths linked to smoking and their effectiveness. So you are going to talk about the deaths, the measures taken to avoid deaths, to reduce deaths, possible deaths among smokers, and their effectiveness. Good, so you have the pie chart in front of you, If you don't have it, I said I told you I've sent a link, so you can download the document and work on that. Send me writings, and I correct them. And tomorrow I provide you with the sample. Yeah. Later on we'll be talking about the writing of yesterday, the assignment of yesterday. Yeah, which is writing an article. But before that, let's fill out the matrix below with the missing forms. Yeah, great. Have verb, adjective, and noun. Verb, adjective, and noun. All right. Are you ready? Good. So for continue, the adjective can be continuous or continual. Continuous or continual. And the noun is continuity. Continuity. So continuous, continual, continuity. Shall I spell it? Yeah, it's CONTNUITNY. That's it. Yeah, that's it. CONTINUITY. Now, nourish. Good. The adjective out of nourish is nourishing, nourishing, or nourishable, or nourishable. And the noun form is nourishment. The noun form is nourishment. That means you add MENT. Let's go to require. Require, required. And the noun form is requirement. Is requirement. Addiction. The verb must be addict, adjective addicted or addictive, and the noun addiction. Tough. The noun is toughness. As for the verb is to toughen. The verb is to toughen. Confident. The verb is to confide. The adjective is confident, and the noun is confidence. Benefit. The adjective is beneficial, and I spell it again. It's BENEFICIL. Beneficial. And the noun is to benefit. Effect. The verb is to affect. To affect. It's AFFECT. And the noun is effect. And the noun is effect. The adjective is affected. Yeah. Consume. The adjective is consumable. Consumable. I also found consumptive. Consumptive. I will spell it this way. COMSUMPTIVE. Consumptive. What else? I found also consumerish. Consumerish. Related to consumerism. Consumerish society. All right. Yeah, the noun is consumption. 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 Don't forget the P in consumption. Knowledgeable. Knowledgeable. The verb is know. It's KNOW. Knowledgeable is that bit, and knowledge is the noun. Knowledge is the noun. Ignore. Ignored. Ignored. And the noun form is ignorance. Ignorance with INCE at the end. Respiration. The verb is to respire. Respire. Adjective respiratory. Respiratory. And respiration. Sick. The adjective, the verb to sicken. The noun is sickness. Yeah. It can be also sickening. Something sickening makes you feel sick. Sickening. Pursue. Pursue. The adjective is pursuable. 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 And the noun form is pursuit. Is pursuit. Good. That was the first thing. The fifth task. Sixth task is a memory test. Memory test. Yeah. Good. It's kind of a quiz. What do we call? An expert in diet. What do you call an expert in diet? An expert in diet is a dietitian. Dietitian. And you can write it Either way, I mean, you can write it with C, or you can write it in T. It can in CIN or TIN. Yeah, good. The other word is B. Something related to dice. Something related to dice is dietary. Dietary, DIETARY, or dietetic, or dietetic. How we write dietetic? DIETETIC. Dietetic. Something that looks authentic, realistic, and real. Something that looks realistic. It's life-like. Something lifelike is something that looks real, that looks authentic. Something under discussion or for debate. What is that thing that is under discussion or for debate? Is something that is at issue. To be at issue, ISSUNE. Yeah, good. Using vapor to cook food. We talked about that before. So as I said, it's a recall test. Yeah, ion in memory. Something that you cook using vapor is steaming. Steaming. Yeah, to steam is to cook food in vapor. A sudden serious illness resulting from the blood being blocked. Yeah, what's that? A stroke. That's a stroke. Yeah, that he suffered a stroke. He's suffering a stroke. Something causing dependence. Something causing dependence is something addictive. Being wrong in one's opinion or judgment. Being mistaken. Being mistaken. Yeah. The fact of making other imitate or follow your good manners and behavior. Yeah, what's that? The fact of making is to set the example. Yes. If you quit smoking, then you set the example to others or for others. Cutting things into small pieces. If you cut things like tomato, like meat, and things into very small pieces, then what you do? You chop them. Chopping. CHOP. CHOP. To chop. Alright. That is the end of the memory test. I'll be giving you memory tests for each session to see how much you've retained. Yeah, so far. Now, filling the table with the past and past participle. Again, I check how much you're learning and how well you're learning your irregular verbs. We started with the spread. The past is, yes, that's it. It's a spread, and the past participle is spread. Same form, doesn't change. Then we have grew. The verb is to grow, GROW. Grew and grown, GROWN. Tread, and I have trod and trodden, TRODDEN. Ride, rode, and ridden, ride, rode, ridden, RIDDEN. Stink, stank with A and stunk with U. Stink, stank, stunk. Ring, rang, rang. The past with A, the past with U. Rang and rung. Tear, 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 tore and torn. Swim, swam with A and swam with U. Fight, FIGHT, fought, and the past participle is fought. Weep, wept and wept. Show, showed and shown. Pay, paid and paid, and you write paid this way, please. I many times find mistakes in your writings with pay. You write pay in strange way, different ways, but the right way of writing paid is PAID, PAID, for the past as well as the past participle forms. Yeah, same thing, PAID. Good, I think that's all for the past and past participle. I don't know whether we still have other verbs. No, that's all for that. Good. Yesterday I gave you writing. I'm going to give you tips on how to write an article. So the writing was this: is to write an article about the most effective strategies. Yeah, write a 12-line article for a school e-magazine about the most effective strategies we should adopt to help the largest number of students kick the habit. All right. So I'm going to give you tips on writing an article. For the first thing, you have to suggest an interesting title or headline. You are going to write an article, so you need a title or headline for article. So it should be a good one, an original one, an eye-catching one. Yeah, because if just you write keeping quitting smoking or kicking the habit or anything like that, I don't think people are going to read your article, because people say, okay, I've heard people speaking of that so many times, millions of times, the same thing. People keep harping on the same issue, cigarette and smoking. So if it gets cigarette, they would look away. No. So how would you trap your real essay into writing your good article? So you need an eye-catching headline. Good. Something that should drag the reader's attention. Yeah. For today's article, we can suggest the following. Okay. Think of those headlines. A killer mightier than coronavirus. Yeah. Everyone is interested now. Everyone wants to know more about coronavirus. So we tell them a killer mightier than coronavirus. Okay, what thing is mightier than that deadly disease? Yeah, in fact it is, because it kills people in millions, by the millions. So smoking kills by the millions, and corona just by the thousands, we said. Yeah, so far. Or we can suggest a smoker's best TikTok. A smoker's best TikTok. Young people are interested in this. Yeah. So if they're this, so okay, what's the TikTok? And then you find them talking about smoking. The smoker's best TikTok is avoiding it. Imitating others who've already kicked the habit, or dragging death away. Dragging death away. People are afraid of death now and things, and or a life quarantine for a better life, or life-lasting quarantine. No, we're talking about this quarantine, about staying at home, about these things. Yeah, lifelong quarantine, this confinement is, yeah. All right. So you see, if people find things like this, they're going to, they would be curious, they would to know about it. Yeah, because it's a hot potato. It's the issue of the time. Everyone is talking about it. So try to play on that. Clear. All right. Now, for your writing, it shouldn't be long. It shouldn't be long documents make readers repel. It shouldn't be long. The 12 line, keep to that. 12, 15 lines, no more. They tell you 12, you write 12. They tell you 15, don't go beyond 15. Use topic sentences and supporting details. That's good. Every time you write a topic sentence, give an argument, write topic sentence, then write detail. Develop this with details. Now, use original link words. Don't just keep besides, moreover, furthermore. No, there are more original ones, and I'll be giving you some. Now, mind your punctuation, capitalization, and mind the spelling as well. Be clear in your thinking and sequencing of arguments and ideas. Okay? Don't keep repeating the same thing. Yeah? Don't keep chasing things that are around the wood. Yeah, forget about that. So that's I have to tell you about smoking, about writing an article. So as I said, tomorrow you are supposed to develop a writing out of bar chart. Yeah, it's another task. And now we are going to move to lesson 3. Lesson 3, which is attitudes. Yeah, attitudes. Page 198, 198. Attitudes. Good. That's it. 198. Good. It starts in a kind of questionnaire or quiz to see how ethical are you. Say ethical or unethical. Do you believe in ethics or not? Now, and ask you, have you ever tried to avoid paying fares on public transport? Buying goods that you know are stolen. Keeping money you find. Taking things that don't belong to you. Not reporting damage you did to a car, dropping litter in the street, driving without a license, yeah. Break the confinement. They ask to stay at home for 14 days and you break that, yeah. cheating at exams, using someone's phone without asking the owner's permission, lying to your parents, all of this. So I've been talking about a good conduct in life, our attitudes, and let's start by categorizing things into virtues and vices. So let's draw two columns: virtues and vices. Oh, the virtues are the following. Yeah, virtues are good things, good qualities in people, like honesty, bravery, courage, responsibility, faithfulness, trust, tolerance, dignity, care, empathy, loyalty, truthfulness, respect, and the list is longer than ever. Now, when it comes to vices, we can find cowardice, contempt, envy, dishonesty, submissiveness, intolerance, disrespect, and jealousy. All right, good. So these are the most important, virtues and vices, and we have to teach our kids those good values. And in the text here, you have some quotation taken from Shakespeare, and you had to match them with the attitudes they reflect, that they focus on. And they are very nice, so you can read them. You can read them at your leisure. You can open your books, you read them. And next session, I'm going to ask you about them, of course. Deal with the vocabulary also if you want. And we'll be talking about that. As we said, our code of conduct determines who we can be, the type of future society we'll be living in. So focus on teaching our kids through our daily activities about the little things we sometimes overlook. And the writing for next time will be the following. Okay, so I gave you a guide writing by chart. Now I give you a productive one. Here it is. Sociologists assert that our future and the future of our nation greatly depends on the code of conduct our kids have acquired, both from school and from home. I repeat, the sociologists assert that our future and the future of our nation depends on the code of conduct our kids have acquired, both from school and from home. Write a 12-line article for a webinar about the men of tomorrow, about the importance of that, giving your viewpoint on that issue. So you write a 12-line talk for a webinar about the men of tomorrow, giving your point of view over that issue. Clear? So that's it for today. I hope I haven't kept you long. Yeah, I tried to be as brief as possible. Again, I would like to thank all of you, all our friends in France, in Spain, in England, in Algeria, mainly in Algeria, our friends in Algeria, our family, our relatives in Algeria, said in Argentina also. Yes, received calls also from Spain, from our friends are supporting us. Life is good. Yeah. Tomorrow I'll be providing with more material. If you have any other questions, any required qualification, do not hesitate to call us. Okay, bye for the time being. It's okay. Bye.